A massive thank you to my members from April 2025. This video was requested by Devious187. Become a member today under the Retro Sync Lovers membership and request a video today.
All right, now it is time to get into WWF Monday Night Raw, November 16th, 1998.
Let's fucking go. I love Monday Night Raw. I probably watched this episode because this is a couple days after my birthday in 98. My birthday's the same number every year.
Oh, that's cool.
That's crazy how that works. I don't know if that works the same for you guys.
Yeah.
You start with the cold open showing us what happened last night at Survivor Series Deadly Game.
Because it's a deadly game. I like the song for that fucking show.
I love this pay-per-view.
It is a good song. Good song, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually a great pay-per-view. Great look.
Big Skull is iconic.
Big fucking skull. Yeah,
Dwayne Dill or whatever is in that.
Dwayne Dill.
Who?
You know what I'm talking about?
What are you talking about?
You know Dilberg.
Dwayne? Who? Is the Patreon name Dwayne Dill?
Show because he remembers Dwayne Dill.
Yeah, totally, yeah. Oh my god. Dwayne. Gilbert? You're talking about Gilbert?
Yes.
Dwayne Gill?
I'm talking about the Dill Dozer. Don't you know that guy?
What?
Oh, they did have this skull at the
Holy
Rage Party, the
fuck.
WrestleMania Rage Party. I remember they put that skull
Yeah,
up there.
that's true.
Dwayne Gill.
Dwayne Gill? You guys know
They
that
tried
guy?
to get him to do a movie. He was
WCW had Dwayne Dill. They did.
Dwayne Dill? Are you sure?
Yeah,
The
Dilberg.
goat?
That's my
Dill
goat.
Pickle, you know?
Dilberg.
Tommy Pickle.
Shit, that was
Dill
his gimmick, the
Pickle.
goat.
The goat, Dwayne Dill.
Spider-Man was bit by a radioactive spider. I was bit by a goat.
And he fucked my name up.
So,
Oh,
Survivor
yeah,
Series Deadly
Dill.
Game, of course.
Yeah. Good show,
so-
by the way. Lots of iconic Attitude Era moments at this show.
I mean, they show a lot of clips from this forever, yeah. So, yeah, they show Austin hitting Mankind with a stunner. Shane, who was thought to be a face at the time here, slides in as a referee and stops the count at 2 and then flips off Austin, which is a tremendous shot. And JR on commentary is flipping out, 3! Where's the 3? 3?
Usually there's like 100 things in the cold open. It was just the one.
Yeah, they didn't even show Rock turning.
They
Yeah, I
didn't
thought
show
that
it was
was-
old
I
dust.
thought that was...
Or Dwayne Dill.
Dude, which is weird.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't even evolve his character here on this show. What's Dilberg?
No story ass company.
Dude, craziest shit here, though, because they don't... The main thing is The Rock becomes champion and he joins
He's
the
corporate
corporation.
champ. Yeah.
They don't show it. They only show... Yeah, Austin got screwed. Let's move
Yeah, that
on
is
from...
weird. I guess because, well, Tony, I guess they decided to hold off a little there because they have a 20-minute promo to fucking explain what
Oh,
happened.
you're
at the
right.
pay-per-view
They also
first.
like to... This era... What do you got, James? I know you're snickering over there. What are you thinking about? You got something on your mind. What are you thinking about?
Well, I just thought it was weird that during,
I'm trying to do a serious show here.
Yeah,
I hear you
no,
laughing
yeah.
in the background.
yeah, I'm sorry. I just thought it was weird that during the service you didn't read that Dwayne Dill was supposed to be the corporate champion.
They must have took it out for some reason. I don't know how they redact some things sometimes.
Yeah, the plans got changed or whatever.
Oh, they
Dr.
can't give away
Redacted.
too much info. You know, we got
Yeah, of
Yokozuna
course.
coming to WCW. They can't give away Dwayne Dill also.
Skinny.
Skinny Yokozuna is coming. Dale Scott Hall.
Jeans. What were you saying, Toby? I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, we're good. I was just saying that this era was like they always went to buy the replay. Remember the replays? You got to get the replay and watch
Well, of
the
course,
pay-per-view
dude, all of them
over.
had sponsors, too.
Yeah, so they were. That's why they didn't show the finish. You got to get the replay, find out who the champion is.
Oh, the pay-per-view replay you're talking about.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
Yes, they always used to sell the pay-per-view replays on a Tuesday
encore, special encore. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why they didn't give away the finish.
So we get into the corporation town hall to start the show.
Life in a box. You got life in a box.
And by
first.
life in a box, I love this intro. There are so many Mankind spots in this intro. Oddly enough,
He's getting over
it's weird that he takes all the bumps.
for everybody.
Of course.
For everyone, literally everyone. There's a sign in the crowd that says hard 24/7.
Okay, I saw that one. I wrote that one down. Hard 24/7. Goat sign.
It's fucking awesome. There's a lot of crazy signs on this show, actually. But as James said, Tony Chimmel introduces the owners of the World Wrestling Federation, Shane and Mr. McMahon. And Shane and Vince come out, no music yet. They're not called the corporation yet, but there's a lot of references to corporate and
They become
like
that tonight.
Oh, is that right?
Well, they become Team Corporate.
Team Corporate. Yeah, I think we should call them that. Team Corporate.
I think you should go back to the drawing board.
Yeah, figure it out, buddy. Okay, we'll do better next week. Cover.
Sorry about that. Do not watch WW.
So Shane and Vince come out, no music, as I said, with the Big Boss Man, Gerald Briscoe, Pat Patterson, and Sergeant Slaughter. There is a Vince figure that Jax made at the time that has this exact suit on it, and it's funny as shit because it's like a solid plastic top and bottom piece that comes off, and underneath he's wearing like what he would wrestle in, but like the back has nothing, so it's only on the front.
Like his bare ass.
No. It has the gear.
I don't know, man. These figures are fucked up. I don't know what they're doing.
That'd be fucking crazy.
There's just nothing back there.
just blank ass. So the crowd's immediately chanting asshole to him, and Vince says, "Oh, thank you for your warm Kentucky response." There's a sign in the crowd that says, "Count to 3, Shane," and it has 3 middle fingers.
That's good.
That shit just happened last night, by the way.
Yes. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
pretty cool. They had signs and stuff.
They're fucking ready. Dude, this is like the most signed out show ever.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Vince says, "Last night at the Survivor Series, my son Shane and I proved that whoever it was that said you can't fool all the people all the time was a damn fool." Vince says a damn fool is someone that doesn't pucker up and kiss the boss's ass. I want to introduce you to someone who isn't a damn fool. He isn't the people's champion. He's always been my champion. The World Wrestling Federation champion, the corporate champion, The Rock. And Rock comes out, $500 No Mercy shirt on.
Not yet. This is still the cheetah. He's got cheetah print on this one.
Oh, is that not the same one? Oh, okay. Cheetah
No,
print is
this one-
surely expensive, though.
Yeah, probably $450, probably, I'd guess.
He's getting up there.
Yeah, get up there.
Gerald Briscoe is raising the roof in the ring as The Rock comes down.
He loves this song.
And JR says, "Oh, here comes the corporate champion. Corporate butt smooching champion, The Rock sold out."
I did hear that. Butt smooching is a funny word to say.
And The Rock says, "You know, Mr. McMahon, all day long The Rock's phone has been ringing off the hook. Why, Rock, why did you sell out?" Well, actually, The Rock never sold out. The Rock just got ahead. I said, "Oh, okay, cool." So
He
this
sold
is like,
in.
yeah.
That's what he did.
I thought he was going to say that. I was like, wow. But I was like, no way they would have had Seth just steal this in 15 years. The Rock said he'd rather be the people's ass than ever kiss Vince's. But now The Rock says he would much rather kiss Mr. McMahon's ass than ever. And The Rock means ever. Kiss yours if you smell what The Rock is cooking. And I was like, okay, this is the end of the fucking segment. We're like 10 minutes in here. Got the gimmick over. We're all good here. And Vince gets back on the mic. I say, hey, what are you doing here?
So this is the promo where he changes the people's eyebrow to the corporate eyebrow.
Yeah,
and
all those moves are now
changes-
corporate.
Yeah, so this is a pretty big statement
Sure.
promo, I think.
But like, this goes 20. It's unbelievable
Yeah, you're
how long
right.
this goes. Vince gets on the mic and he says, "What's it like to kiss Mr. McMahon's ass? I've often wondered." And Shane gets on the mic and says, I kind of like it. He's the
hell
Rock too.
nah.
What the hell?
Dude, get this guy the fuck off the airwaves. What's going on here?
And The Rock says, "If The Rock may, hell, he's a millionaire. He's a WWF champ. You do smell what The Rock is cooking." And they all laugh. I don't know what this meant. Then Vince says, "We're gonna watch a videotape now." I said, "Huh? What the fuck do we gotta watch?" So I was like, "Oh, maybe like you were saying, Tony. Maybe they waited till now to show what happened with The Rock or whatever,
yeah.
because like this is the big segment where
Yeah, they
for
were
his
setting it
turn.
up right here. Yeah, of course.
So Vince directs everyone's attention to the Titantron. It takes a while to play anything. He's I look good.
Dude, that was funny as shit.
It was awkward,
Take
but
a
yeah,
look
he
at the
saved it.
Tron. Oh, hey, I look pretty good.
Hey, look at that, look good. Then it shows Stone Cold walking in the building, big fucking pop, and Vince staring at the Tron, watching Stone Cold enter the building. He says, What the hell is that? Get him off the Titantron, get him off that. So they show Austin walking through for a minute, then they eventually take it off, and Vince says, all right, Austin's here, good. I'm glad he's here. So he can take a look at this footage. God, with the footage. So then they show 3 weeks worth of videos. They show
Aces and Eights style.
Dude, it is the whole rundown of like the swerve here where Shane was against Vince and Shane says he got Stone Cold hired back 3 weeks ago. Then 2 weeks ago, Shane got into the ring to help pull Bossman off of Austin. And then last week, Shane was the special guest ref in a match and Bossman tried to attack him. Then Austin made the save for him. And also last week, The Rock was laid out and The Rock says, you think The Rock had been attacked by goddamn King Kong? He just laid out in the back. Then they show Mankind getting his toenails painted. And Vince says, oh, look at this pathetic soul. You want to talk about gullible? You want to talk about a makeover? Folks, you can't shine caca. Voiceover on top of the promo. Then The Rock hits the corporate elbow on Mark Henry, or the people's elbow at that time, I guess, still. Shane slides in, counts to 3 for him. Then they screw job Mankind in Survivor Series. And now we're back to the ring. And now Shane says, hey, can you run the footage of us screwing Stone Cold? I said, no more fucking videos, man. God damn you. So they show the video that they showed at the top of Stone Cold hitting the stunner on Mankind, and then Shane slides in and stops at 2 and flips him off. And Shane says to see Austin's face was absolutely priceless. Yeah. Yeah. Well, Stone Cold's music hits, and here comes the Texas Rattlesnake, by God. And I mean, this is the most popular man on the face of the earth. I mean,
Hell yeah.
It doesn't get more popular than this fucking guy. He is.
I mean, he comes out here straight to the ring, 1v20. He doesn't care.
He doesn't give a fuck. I thought he was gonna cut the promo at the top. No, dude, he gets right in the ring. I said, wow, that is fucking awesome. And Austin says, I know you're just trying to provoke me, Vince, and it really doesn't make a damn, because I got something to get on my mind.
You think The Rock is a sorry sellout son of a bitch? Give me a hell yeah.
I thought he was just gonna leave after that.
That would be crazy. He did a funny thing when he came in. He was like gonna go to the 4 corners to do the middle finger, and he just flips off Vince. That was pretty good.
He stopped and turned around and flipped him off.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, Vince says, I'm not trying to provoke you. I'd just like to remind you of the clause in your new contract that my son Shane signed. Unless you were provoked, you can't lay a hand on me. And Austin says, I don't feel like laying a hand on you. Oh, that's fucking good. I got something a little bigger than you yourself. Roll the footage. Dude.
Yeah. Play that
More
footage.
What the fuck? They must have paid a lot of money for this Titantron. They're getting a lot of use out of it tonight, especially. So 2 weeks ago, Shane said that the day after Survivor Series, Stone Cold will get his title shot on Raw. Why the fuck did he do that?
I already overruled that, so who cares?
Well, son, I got a legally binding document here that gives me a shot at The Rock here tonight.
Dude, the crowd goes ape shit when he pulls out this contract. Woo!
Let's go! Austin's
Oh my
got
God!
legal
He
documents!
didn't even say anything yet. He just pulled out this fucking piece of paper. Woo!
And Shane is trying to reason with Vince. He says, I had no choice. So I guess something happened where Shane actually signed this contract to give Austin the shot at the title the day after Raw, already knowing that Austin wouldn't be champion. I guess he was he not?
Yeah,
in
so the
deadly
idea,
game,
I
right?
guess the idea for this whole match contract thing was, oh, you got your shot in the Survivor Series, that was your match, so then, like, this was null and void. That was the idea.
Well, I got documents, son, and you know who checked them out? Well, it was the goddamn 3rd District Judge Horn. Of Lexington. You know Horn? Well, if you don't believe Judge Horn, Toby, I got one more piece of footage for you. No!
Oh, more footage, come on.
No! Then on the Tron, fucking Judge Mills Lane has the documents. He's in a courtroom.
There he is, Judge Horn.
That's my man, Horde. Judge Mills Lane says it is a binding contract, and it was signed on Monday, November 2nd, by Shane McMahon, and it states the day after Survivor Series, Stone Cold Steve Austin will compete for the WWF Championship, and it is my ruling that tonight, Stone Cold will get his title shot live on Raw. And Austin says, oh, hell yeah. So Austin's music hits, corporation, Team Corporate are pissed. Austin then stops at the ramp, gets back on the mic while his music is playing and says, I'm going to beat your corporate ass. You're looking at a new champion. That's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. I said, wow. I mean, thankfully, I was able to talk about that in less than 20. But yeah, this was a 20-minute opening segment to explain all of that.
This might be one of the longest opening segments we've watched in over 200.
It's got to be up there, right? Like, it has to be top three at the very least. And I don't know if there's a more jarring next match ever.
Yeah, I mean, this was like a go-to for them at the time. The Oddities versus DX.
The Oddities of Kurgan, Golga, and Giant Silva against Billy Gunn, Road Dogg, and X-Pac. And I'm like, the first thing they show is you hear JR saying, oh, 6-man tag action here. And I'm just staring at Violent and Jay as what the fuck is going on?
Dude, every time we watch the Oddities, like, ICP's like close to betraying them, I feel like.
We did see the one time they did turn on him and cut Luna's hair.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's just like every time, it's like, damn, they don't want to like fuck with these dudes anymore.
Dude,
like,
it's that angle, and we always see the Mark Henry China angle every
time.
time.
Yeah, always. Yeah, that angle's gone forever. Wow.
Well, I guess we talked about it where they were on a hot streak of Austin doing just the coolest shit ever. So, like, a lot of that just happened to be at the same time as that.
Yeah, so Billy Gunn has the trunks with the lips open so you can see his ass.
Okay, that was fucking my head up. I couldn't figure out how I was seeing his ass.
Dude, I wrote Mr. Ass has ass cutouts on his ass. I don't know what's going on here.
Locked in.
So Kurgan does a little dance, and Billy Gunn chop blocks the shit out of him, and he goes down Timber style. Ah!
Dude, Kurgan did not want to fucking do anything but dance, man. He's fired up. He had a little hat on.
That's his thing. That's everybody's thing. So Golga rips his fucking Cartman shirt up in the corner. That's his taunt. And he does a splash, and then does Hogan taunts.
Dude, that was awesome. And the Cartman shirt that he's wearing says, "You're not chopping off my fireman."
Dude, Cartman's got to be like an American icon in '98. Like,
dude, oh my god, yeah. Next to Stone Cold, the most over man in the world.
Cartman. There's a Cartman sign in the crowd too. It's awesome.
Well, Luna's holding big Cartman on the outside.
Yeah, it's huge and it's custom made. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they ever released one that was that big.
They probably do now, but yeah, back then, no fucking way.
Billy Gunn comes in and hits the rocker dropper, as JR calls it.
That's goddamn. I mean, it says what. That's what it fucking says here.
Marty Jannetty's one of the greatest of all time.
Dude, somebody recommended a Marty Jannetty match to say that he was good.
Stop recommending matches to us.
You blocked him.
Shaggy 2 Dope goes for a top rope elbow drop, I imagine.
You'd have to imagine, James, because they didn't show it.
But Billy Gunn moves, and Shaggy hits Golga, allowing the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac to win this match.
Wow, upset fucking victory here. I thought the Oddities were on a hot streak, going to get some tag title shots. But sadly, they still have issues with the ICP, and they've only ever had issues with the fucking ICP.
In 1998, the New Age Outlaws and X-Pac have to have a fluke Shaggy 2 Dope elbow drop to beat them.
They can just beat Golga.
That's crazy. So Kurgan, of course, is pissed at ICP.
He is pissed. And JR, after the pin, says, well, that made no sense.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Yeah.
The Headbangers come out and attack Road Dogg on the ramp as Billy and X-Pac take forever to get out of the ring.
They just stomp him out on the ramp.
Dude, I swear to God, I legit, like, didn't see X-Pac for like most of this segment.
He didn't get tagged in.
Like, I legit didn't know he was in the match, and then like he got off the apron. I said, "What the fuck?" I thought it was like a 3v2. So we go backstage. Mankind is running around in the dark. This is his home, of course.
Well, he found home again, James. He's going to the boiler room, which he's been away from since trying to join the team corporate. And Mankind says, "You made me cut my hair. You made me shave my beard. You gave me those stupid shoes. I wouldn't want to be in your shoes, Vince. Oh, son Timberlake. I don't know what he's fucking saying here. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I bet this looked crazy on a CRT. It was dark on my monitor. I
Dude.
can't imagine seeing it on a CRT.
The segment later is like barely watchable.
Yeah, it's actually crazy. We go backstage. Vince is with the corporation. Vince says that he has an unscheduled WWF title match tonight. It was definitely scheduled. And now he has to deal with this Mankind shit. So someone go deal with it.
Yeah, boss man, you stay with me. Which one of you two is going to go take care of Mankind? He's talking to Patterson and Briscoe. Vince says, Pat, you known him longest. You go talk to him. And just remember, he's gullible. So that's one of the crux of the show is that they are trying to stop Mankind from getting involved in the title match tonight.
We have a Ken Shamrock Town Hall.
I thought it was going to be a match.
I did too. He came out in his gear and like
his
title,
gear.
and I said, okay. I think he was throwing off. He said, "You want me to do what? You want me to go cut a promo?"
Can you just go out there and talk, Sean? I mean, Steve Blackman, we double booked him, so like you got to go do something.
You got to go make this match. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, all right. So Shamrock comes out with the IC title. It's the block logo title, by the way, not scratch.
That's weird.
It is weird. It's definitely always weird to see that one. Ken Shamrock even says, I swear to God, in this promo, he says, I don't usually do this.
Dude, they say on
say
commentary, a man of few words, or a man of usually few words.
That's like his gimmick, is that he's a man of few words.
Hey, this guy sucks at talking. Everybody.
What if we gave him more words?
Well, how's he gonna
Jared-
get better, Sean?
Yeah, just prefacing it so in case the promo sucks. Yeah, he's usually not a talker. He just
Yeah, they said, according to my format, ladies and gentlemen, we are not scheduled to see Ken Shamrock in action here tonight, but he is dressed and ready to compete. Maybe Shamrock just showed up to the building on time and got in his gear to take promo pictures, which is always fucking tremendous
Thank
to do.
you so much.
in the Attitude Era, never. No, they're always showing up at 9, 10, 11.
Well,
whenever.
Austin just showed up. Shamrock says, first of all, let me make it real clear. I ain't too happy about Survivor Series. I got screwed. Shamrock says, I'd rather be fighting than talking. That's the line, James. I'd rather be fighting than talking.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But seems this is the only way I'm going to get my point across specifically. And boss man, you know I'm talking about you screwed me twice, and you won't do it again because tonight in this ring, I'm challenging you to step with me face to face. And if that ain't enough, because I don't think you're the kind of man to stand on your own 2 feet, I'm going to throw in the Intercontinental title on the line. All right.
Why the fuck did this just happen?
Dude, I don't know. And why is he already in his gear?
Why didn't
You
Vince McMahon just backstage go, Big Boss Man, you're facing him for the IC title tonight?
Yeah, you go handle Shamrock tonight. No, Shamrock has to make the challenge, and if you know,
Why
fighting
did they
me's
just
not
have
good
the
enough-
match? Who gives a shit? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. There's story behind it anyway. They could have just said it during the entrances. Yeah, well, Bossman's been kicking his ass the last couple
They
weeks. And
do.
probably
They
have a
show
fucking
the
match here.
footage.
Yeah, what the fuck? If you don't want to just face me, I guess I'll put this shitty ass little title on the line if that'll make you feel any better.
Sean, you need to
Okay.
learn how to talk better. You really fucked me tonight, son.
I wish Steve Blackman was here. Jesus
I
God.
stood up for you. I said this guy could do it.
You know, I mean, where the hell is Dan Severn? I mean, what the fuck?
All right, so we move on from the Ken Shamrock Town Hall, and we move into Val Venis versus Mark Henry.
Which I mean, like there may never be anyone that's ever watched Val Venis versus Mark Henry as much as we have. I mean, this is fucking
This
unbelievable,
is a
man.
WWF No Mercy classic right here.
Oh my God, we've done this match. Holy shit, you're right. What the fuck? I swear to God, I was watching this match, and when fucking spoilers, China comes out, I legit had to stop to make sure we hadn't watched this show already because I said this. We've watched
I did it a
this.
few times, by the way, because
Yeah.
the episode we watched like a few weeks or I don't know, time's crazy. We watched an episode where like a lot of this shit got recapped, and I was like, holy fuck.
Yes. They do show Lawler and JR commentary with Lawler with his little boy haircut.
Dude, that hair is nuts. Like, get this guy off the
again.
streets, man.
What do you mean? I look fucking good, bitch.
You look like a smack ass, son.
Oh, sorry.
Your hair
What
is
the fuck?
ridiculous.
All right, well, why don't you take your hat off? You got a big hat on.
Fuck you.
Anyway,
Yeah, that's right. So
Sable.
you keep talking, we're gonna have problems. Venis versus Mark Henry. Hello, oh no, dude, you can't do the Val Venis voice. You can't do it. You're banned. You're banned.
It's good. It's a good impression.
It's too good. You're banned.
Bareback.
I thought dude, that's really good. I thought he was in the room with us.
Oh,
That's
hell
crazy.
no.
Well, you know something,
If he's in the
Toby?
room with us, Tony, call the police.
Help,
Hey, James,
911,
why
about
don't
me.
you
This is here.
suck my Venus?
Holy shit.
Well, damn, I just want to know something, ladies. Goddamn.
Yeah, Val Venus is here. There's 9 dudes in the crowd. Hey, man.
You gotta get the promo. You got some good promo here, you know?
Hello, ladies. No, you're good. You're good.
Understandable.
Yeah, so Mark Henry welcomes Val Venus into the ring by giving him a stiff fucking forearm here to start this
Holy
one off.
shit,
Dude,
he
that
hits him
was
so
crazy.
hard. Yeah, that was awesome.
So JR tells us that Mark Henry is 27 and Val Venus is 28 here.
That's right, ladies.
I love 2-8 pussy. Ladies.
Ladies.
Bareback.
JR, of course, was part of the scouting of the talent for this era.
Yes.
So like,
Good eye.
yeah, I think it. I think it helps like commentary when they're a part of the company outside of just watching the show.
Sure. Okay, I can see
like-
that because they're more invested in like the guys.
Yeah,
and
JR cares about like the wrestlers that he recruited to the company.
Right.
Yeah, so China comes out on the ramp here. Mark Henry turns to the ramp and gives a huge smile. Huge smile. Val Venus rolls up Mark Henry as he's smiling at China at the ramp, universe mode style, and then heads out of the ring while D'Lo trips getting in the ring trying to grab him.
He eats shit. Yeah, dude, I was like, wow, I can't believe this angle exists so many times in my life. I don't know why I got to keep fucking watching this angle.
Dude, Mark Henry grabs the mic and says, "Hey, girlfriend, how you doing?"
Yeah, I know that my lawyer and your lawyer have been having a lot of problems, but let's forget about all that. All I want is for me and you to go out on a nice dinner. No sex involved. I just want you.
No sex involved.
He does say that.
No sex involved. God, what a waste of fucking time. And then Mark Henry recites a poem. I couldn't even bring myself to write this down, so I didn't.
So no pussy. Shut up. So Steve Austin is making himself a coffee backstage. Got a mouthful of dip with the Pepsi cup.
Yeah, ew, man. The fuck?
Dude, that Pepsi cup is fire though. They don't make it like that no more.
No, those are sick as fuck.
Dude, you know you're about to eat something good if you see that Pepsi cup.
You said they just
yeah.
brought back the Taco Bell 90s cups, right?
Yeah, with the 90s food, which
Yeah,
is the
that's
same
awesome.
food they have, but 90s style.
So, just older. They keep it. They let it sit out for a little longer.
Let me get the 90s taco. So we go backstage. Pat Patterson says he could not find the boiler room.
What? You can't find the boiler room. You couldn't find your ass.
Dude,
And
that
then-
was
What?
crazy. You could find your
He's-
ass.
You couldn't find your ass. And then Gerald Briscoe says, I know where it's at, Mr. McMahon.
Dude, get this guy the fuck out of here.
Everyone pauses in the room, and Vince looks at him and says, He's sitting on it? Is that what you mean? Vince says, no, sir, the boiler room, Mr. McMahon. Vince says, oh, you know what a boiler room is? Well please go find it. And Pat Patterson says, you think you're going to find it? And Vince says, how could you find it? Dude, I've been
Holy
quoting that
shit.
fucking Gerald Briscoe line with Slip for years. You couldn't find your ass. I know where it is, Mr. McMahon.
That is nuts.
He's sitting on it. Really?
So we got Steve Blackman and Gold Dust versus Jeff Jarrett and the Blue Blazer.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good. That's what everyone should have reacted here. For some reason, they didn't.
Why did Goldust get jobber entrance?
Yeah, he was pissed too.
Yeah, I was as well. Fucking
I mean,
goddamn it.
just a few
Son
years
of a-
ago, he was getting the Undertaker entrance.
Yeah, so Goldust teaming with Steve Blackman. Why?
Because the Blue Blazers here and they needed somebody that like matched his energy.
Matches freak.
Yeah, for real. What's even crazier now that I'm thinking about it? Goldust and Jeff Jarrett are like feuding or something, right?
Yes, and I
They-
think Blackman
they're
and
like-
Blue Blazer are as well.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So that's probably what's going on here. We figured it out.
Easy.
I mean, who fucking does it like this? What the fuck?
Who dissects wrestling at a level like this? Not many.
That's crazy. Wow.
So Blue Blazer comes in while Goldust and Jarrett are fighting on the outside here. Jarrett and Goldust are actually pretty good workers together, I think.
They're trying to do some shit. Yeah,
Yeah, I
they're
can
doing
respect
drop down
that.
leapfrog, monkey flip bullshit.
Steve Blackman gets his ass whooped by Jarrett, though. I don't know how they called that one. Where like Jarrett tells Blackman to come in and I'm going to kick the shit out of you.
What was he gonna say? No.
Yeah. Blue Blazer, that'd be funny as fuck. No.
Oh shit! All right.
Blue Blazer comes in while they found the outside. Steve Blackman hits a bicycle kick on the Blue Blazer and wins. As quick as that, man. It was pretty much nothing here.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Blackman tries to take the mask off the Blue Blazer.
Dude, he G's up for it too. The crowd's like, yeah, fucking take this shit off. And Jared says, yeah, show it, Owen Hart. Show that son of a bitch. And then Jared gets in the ring, attacks him from behind. And then Owen Hart hits the ring. Holy fuck. What the hell? And then they unleash the greatest tag team maneuver I've ever seen in my fucking life here. Jarrett hits the stroke on Blackman, and then Blue Blazer picks up Steve Blackman and puts him in a dragon sleeper standing, which leads to Owen Hart kicking him right in the balls. Like, right off the uprights. I said, wow, that was the fucking best thing I've ever fucking seen. Yeah, it goes, woo! And then Blue Blazer flies away. That was sick as fuck, man.
So we go backstage. Briscoe comes back in and says there's weird noises coming from the boiler room and he's not going in there.
Yeah, I'm not going back in there. It just kind of frightened me. That's why I didn't go in. And Slaughter says, yeah, Briscoe, you're a wuss. And Briscoe says, don't call me a wuss. And Slaughter says, you're a wuss. Why don't you go bring him here? And Briscoe says, well, there's weird noises in there. And Vince says, what the hell am I dealing with here? He's throwing his hands up. Why don't you check on it, Mr. Slaughter? And Slaughter says, I will, and I'll bring him back up here. And then Vince says, Rock, I'd like to have a word with you, please, about this championship match. So Vince and Rock both stand up and walk 3 feet away from everyone else and then begin a whole different conversation. Hey, I can hear you. What the fuck? So they come right back from commercial, and fucking Slaughter is already back. And Vince says, this is the most pathetic excuse I've heard tonight. And Slaughter says he's out of his mind. You know, it's going to take more than just me. And Joe Briscoe says, who's the wuss now? Like straight up. And Vince says, you got a good idea. I don't give a damn if you got to put riot gear on. I don't want to have to worry about Mankind. The 3 of you go take care of it, and you better take care of it.
So Steven Regal versus Godfather is up next. So Godfather comes out with Lexington's best hose.
That's what he says. Some of the best hoes ever born, in fact, Jason.
Yeah, sure. I didn't know that.
JR is shilling tickets for the New Mexico show, and Lawler says, how can you talk about New Mexico when you got something like this strutting down in your face? And JR says, I'm a very, very, very happily married man. Godfather says, hold up, big brother. Now listen to me. You know what I am, right? I'm a pimp, even though pimping ain't easy.
Is that right? Hey, yo. This guy's been a
Just in
pimp
case
the
you
whole
didn't
time?
know. Yeah. Now I'm going to give you a choice tonight. You have a chance of fighting me knowing I'm going to kick your ass. Or feast your eyes on these wildcats. And the hoes are going nuts. They're pulling their dresses up, showing their asses.
Again.
JR says, I don't think that lady's wearing any underwear.
I mean, this shit was crazy as fuck. This is one of the craziest segments I've ever seen.
Godfather says, hold on now, baby girl. We ain't closing no deals yet.
The girl in the middle, like, is pissed off because she didn't know about the fucking cheese tech.
I know, she's got a long, like, zipper dress, so, like, she can't do ass cheese.
Crowd damn near boos her when she tries to show her ass.
She bends over, and they go, boo.
I can't do nothing. The fucking dress, jeez.
Well, fucking rip that thing off. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Oh, sorry. I mean, what I meant to say is I love my wife.
My wife.
Very nice.
Very nice.
I think at one point, I don't know if it's this segment or earlier, he's like, my mom was watching at home.
It's this segment, yeah. You know
Oh,
my
yeah.
mama's watching. So Godfather says, I'm going to do something I normally don't do. I'm going to do this for the working man, if you will. I'm going to give you all 3 of these hoes for free for the whole night.
Oh, hell yeah.
The girls are going crazy. The crowd is losing their mind. Godfather says, you know, working man don't get nothing like that.
I mean, I ain't never seen the host freaking like this. This is
Dude,
like...
this
nuts.
has to be beginning of the hose where they didn't like give them any orders. Just go out there and be hose. All right.
Yeah, no problem.
And Regal takes the mic and he says, now normally there's nothing more that I'd like to kick your head in, but I may be from England, but the last time I checked, my name is Steven Regal, not Elton John, so I'll take the broads. All right.
Dude, Steven Regal said he's fucking something tonight.
So he takes the hose and leaves, James. He does. He takes the hose and leaves.
This is Steven Regal, spelled Stephen.
Stephen.
My name's Stefan Regal, and I'm fucking something.
And then Godfather takes off his hat and his chain as Regal leaves, and Godfather says something fucking real crazy that gets bleeped. And JR says, well, that's fucking crazy.
That's fucking weird.
And it offends Steven Regal so much that Regal runs back down the ramp, and him and Godfather are now throwing punches at each other at ringside. They're like shoot fighting. I don't know. There's refs that are trying to break them up. Hey, how about like put the guys in the ring so they can have the scheduled match they were gonna have? Why?
No, the
why
match
is this-
the match got legally thrown out when he accepted the 3
fuck-
hoes
what,
for
Mills
free.
Lane said that?
Yeah, he said he accepted the 3 hoes. The match is over.
That's legally binding.
Ring the
let's
fucking
throw it
bell.
to let's throw the Tron on and we'll check out this video.
Yeah,
package.
check
We
the
gotta-
footage first off. Let's see. As you can see here, it starts like drawing circles around it. Steven Regal accepted the 3 hoes. These 3
Here's
hoes.
one of those assholes.
Like John Madden's big arrow.
Here's this one's boobs. This one didn't do as well. She got booed. So, yeah, they're fighting at ringside. The refs are trying to fucking pull them off, and JR on commentary says, there's something happening in the back regarding Kane. I hear there's something going on with Kane. Hopefully we could get a camera back there. See what's going on with Kane. The fuck are you talking about, buddy? So eventually we do go backstage, and I was like, I thought Kane was like hit by a bus or like currently on fire. Like, he made it sound like there was like a happening. But what was happening was Kane is just walking around backstage, and that's fucking crazy for him to be doing this. He walks up to a stagehand, and he grabs him, and he throws him into a truck. Then he grabs another stagehand, and he choke slams him onto the bed of a truck. And then he walks away. Well, thanks for that. That's good. That was a preceding announcement by Richard Sanders.
Thank you, Kane. Appreciate you.
So Ken Shamrock versus Big Boss Man. IC title on the line. Shamrock goes on the steps and hits his head and yells. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Shit means something to me, man. That's what it's all about right here.
So last week in a hardcore match, Shamrock brained Mankind with a chair on the ramp. But because Vince was trying to keep Mankind from thinking they were against him, he had Bossman hit Shamrock in the head with a nightstick so Mankind could fall on him for the pin and not know what happened. So that's what happened, and that's where the heat between Shamrock and Bossman comes from. I don't know why none of this was explained sooner.
So the ref tries to separate them out of the corner, and they both end up punching the ref at the same time and keep fighting.
Yeah, they take turns taking 5 counts and double goozling each other in the corner. At one point, Bossman breaks the hold and looks at the ref and says, "Get the fuck out of my way!"
And the ref just says, "Ah, fuck it," throws the match.
Well, they both punched him in the head. They both punched him in the head and then went back to doing moves. Like, Shamrock does a leg lariat. The fuck are you doing?
And they keep fighting till they're broken up, and then Vince and Shane come down here.
Because, of course, we haven't seen them enough on this show, have we? We got to see fucking Vince and Shane here because they're trying to break this up. Shamrock and Bossman are, breaking out of the fight to fight each other more and more. Shamrock, at one point, of course, yells, "Ah!"
I mean, if he's not yelling that at least like a few times every couple minutes, like he's fucking up.
So Vince is in the ring with Shane, and Vince says, "What the hell are you doing? What the hell are you two doing? You're beating the hell out of each other for what? Not for me. Come on, Shamrock, listen. I said before, you weren't the sharpest knife in the drawer, but you are for sure the most dangerous. You stupid bastard. And I could use a man like you, and you and I are a lot alike, Kenny. Think about it. We come from broken homes, and everything we got in life, we had to claw and fight our way to the top 4. And you think these people care about you? They don't give a damn about you. And I can give you the one thing I never had growing up, and that's family. Family stick together. Think about it. We've got a great corporate champion, a corporate enforcer, and every corporation needs a dangerous man.
So we go backstage. Kane is walking, and a few fans say, "Oh my God, Kane! I'm a
Holy
huge
shit.
fan. Help, Kane!
Love
I'd
Kane."
love to get an autograph." And Kane, of course, goozles this fan onto a concrete wall. That was nice of him. And the police immediately come.
Dude, this GTA or some shit. What
Holy
the
shit,
fuck?
Tony! GTA got a star. Cops
5-star
immediately pull up.
rating. Kane Goozles 5-star rating. Cops show up immediately.
Okay. Oh man, I love you, buddy.
Kane lets go and then runs away.
Dude, not even runs, Tony. He just he doesn't
Oh,
even
yeah,
look at the
he
cops. He just
sauntered, yeah.
he lets the guy go and then just walks up the street. Hey
Yeah, he
man, shoot
activated the
this
cheat
fucking
code.
guy.
No, the NPC's like, what was that? Oh, nothing. All right, we're good.
GTA style, Tony, where they're unloading the clip on his fucking
Dude, hell no, he activated the cheat code. Get off me. Dude,
and then he spawns a jetpack and flies away.
the police heard there's a big red man walking around goozling people and letting them go. I'll shoot this man on sight.
Kane is a cheat code.
Holy shit.
Kane
Spawns a motorcycle. Oh, tank. There it is. Yeah.
Kane gives him the fucked up Vice City jump. Ugh.
He jumps forward and punches him in the head.
Yeah. Oh shit,
He
my bad.
unsheaths the katana.
Just swinging it around over to chop his head off.
Damn, man. I mean, like, sometimes GTA would be based if they did these angles on TV. I mean, the cops pulled up and they're unloading 16 guns at Kane from behind. Holy fuck.
It just shows the cops unloading and like, holy fuck. And it goes to commercial.
The next scene, Kane's coming out of a hospital, just walking.
He's good.
Why?
So JR says, okay, so we call it that group Team Corporate.
Whatever you fucking want, JR.
Oh, well, good, because that's what I had down, asshole. You write it, I'll fucking say it.
They just killed Kane, and you want to talk about Team Corporate? He's full of lead right
That
now.
big son of a bitch had a katana. You talking about Team Corporate. So the Brood versus LOD, not 2000, just LOD.
Yes, just LOD. It's the Brood of Gangrel and Edge with Christian, who is the light heavyweight champion, and the LOD, which is just Animal and Droz, because Hawk, Hawk's been having some personal demons.
Yeah.
And Lawless says, "Oh, they give her to Hawk? Is this the new Legion of Doom?" No, I just explained what was happening. You fucking freak. Oh, sorry.
So Animal and Droz come out, they got fucking pyro, man.
Dude, it's a full fucking LOD entry. Ooh, what the fuck?
Dude, I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that they didn't just try to say yes, Hawk.
I mean, that would have been funny as shit.
This is CRT TV, yes, Hawk. No, it's not.
This is Hawk, and anyone else that says that is a dumb son of a bitch.
I've been hearing a lot of rumors that this is not Hawk. Well, what we have to say to you guys is fuck you.
Kiss our ass. Bitch.
Well, you go watch that Turner product. You want some bullshit? We got a real Animal and Hawk.
They got fake Hawk on that show.
People have been saying this is puke. No, this is Hawk.
This is Hawk, and this is Hawk Tuah, LOD.
Dude, imagine it says Hawk Tuah.
That's
Hawk
Droz.
number 2. Hawk number 2. Hawk Tuah.
Droz and Hawk Tuah.
Because he likes to puke. That's why.
Holy
Wow, this is
shit.
awesome. I mean, who
Yeah.
dissects shows like this?
I mean,
come
no
on.
one's understanding wrestling this deep, really. So, Animal and Droz got the pyro. Hawk's been drinking. Edge and Gangrel are
Personal
fucking
demons.
gothic.
Fanging and banging.
Well, they lead a rather gothic lifestyle.
They say that every time. Every time.
Well, son, I don't know what the fuck.
Like, what other lifestyle could they possibly live?
I'm a married man, okay?
It's not no fucking country lifestyle, I'll tell you that.
I mean, how else would it describe it, you fucking piece of shit? And that is Hawk.
Tuah. So, Edge and Gangrel, they do some cool tag moves together, man. You know, they got
They
some
invent
stuff.
poetry in motion.
Yeah, poetry in motion. They got like a little drop kick thing, hung up on the ropes.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Trying stuff. Yeah, why not? Hawk, real Hawk number 1, comes out.
The original Hawk.
Hawk comes out and he walks towards the Tron.
Walk
and-
to it.
Walk to the Tron.
and jump off that thing.
Or get pushed up that thing. You decide.
Up to you, really. The fan at home.
Call it now. Who the fuck is that? I see real Hawk. And that guy in a shirt.
I think that's Droz climbing the Tron, man.
I hope he does it.
That's Puke. Puke's about to get on a Tron.
I think that's just an Ultimate Warrior.
Oh my god, Jim Hellwig is climbing the Tron. Oh my god. Wow.
So,
So Hawk number 1 is
number
climbing
1,
the Tron.
Hawk.
Whoop, shit.
He's climbing the Tron,
Holy
right?
fuck, man. Yeah. He starts climbing the Tron. That's gotta be goddamn.
So Animal and Droz
Who?
are now Animal and Hawk Tuah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Number 2, Hawk.
They've left the ring now, and they're going up the ramp to see what the fuck is going on. And Hawk number 1 is now
That's Mike.
Yeah. He
Mike
doesn't have that name no more. Tony Hawk.
Hawk Tuah and Mike Hawk. All right.
Just fucking bring Sable out here, man. Just fucking go ahead and bring
Get Sable on. Can we move on with this show? Please.
Sable. I mean,
Mike Hawk.
dude, look, this is the
How the
most.
fuck is this guy's name Mike Hawk?
I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. I mean, come on, this is the most ridiculous fucking segment of all time.
Mike Hawk is on the Tron.
Right. Mike Hawk, which is Hawk number 1, is now at the very top of the Tron. And JR nonchalantly says, oh, by God, that's a little dangerous up there, Kane.
Yeah.
The bell rings, the Brood wins by countout, and then we go to commercial break. We're back from commercial, and Animal is now trying to talk Mike Hawk down from the Tron. And this is supposed to be a serious angle, by the way. Animal's yelling at him, nothing is worth this. This business ain't worth this. And Hawk, who we can hear, is yelling down at him, I want you to have to live with this. I'm going to go out in glory. He goes,
Oh, my God.
Holy fucking shit. And Animal, of course, being the best, he's doing his best to help him here. He yells, calm down, Mike.
Mike Hawk.
So Mike Hawk is now pointing down at Droz saying, he's misleading you. And Animal says, be careful up there. To which Hawk responds, no, I'm going to jump.
All right, fuck it, do a flip.
Do a kickflip.
We can
Mike
do the
Hawk.
Doomsday if my backup slows up.
Yeah, let's make something cool out of it. Hold on, Paul, get on my shoulders.
Let's stack 3 dudes on my shoulders, see how many you can take out.
Oh, what a rush.
So Paul Ellering is here now. Oh my God, he used to manage them. And Paul says, you're a troubled spirit, Hawk. I know that. And I know that right now you don't care very much about your life, but I care about it. And my kids still call you Uncle. And remember when you and Animal and I would ride down the highway and you told us the story of your mother 6 months before she died, Hawk? You knew about it and she knew about it. And every day she told you that things would always work out. And Hawk responds to this by yelling, shut up, go to hell.
Shut up! Sit down!
And Paul Ellering says, I promise you, Hawk, we'll take it one day at a time. And Hawk says, you, and Animal, and that stinky Droz.
Dude, that is crazy. Stinky Droz. Hey,
you and
fuck
Animal
you.
in those stinky drawers.
hey, fuck you.
Hey, yeah, jump. Fuck you, bitch.
Starts
Droz
climbing the
thinks-
Tron. Hey, fuck you, man.
Droz takes offense to it and starts climbing the Tron now, for real. And Animal says, so what hasn't been our best year? There's always next year. And Droz is climbing up higher and higher. And Hawk says, get the hell away from me. You're the last person I want up here. And Droz is now at the tippy top, and he's trying to console. He says, brother, come on, brother, come down here, brother. And Hawk says, don't touch me. And then, I mean, like, they didn't try to, like, make this look, unless this is what they were going for, but, like, they show, like, the most clear shot possible of Droz pushing this guy off the Tron.
I mean,
he shoves him.
it's for you folks at home to figure out for yourselves.
So Droz pushes Hawk, and Hawk falls behind the Tron. You see his little silhouette behind the Tron. Funny as shit.
Dude, yeah, wow, they set it up so it plays a shadow of this, like, figure falling on the screen.
That's awesome.
Then it makes a crashing noise.
God almighty! Good God. He fell.
Dude, the way this is done is, like, nuts. Like, I would have been freaking the fuck out. I probably would have cut the feed or something. Like, this guy falls off the shit, makes a crashing noise, and all it is it keeps the camera on this scene as JR says, good God. Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
He fell.
That sucks.
Yeah, man.
Sucks.
Anyways, we'll be back in a minute.
So we come back from commercial. They recap Hawk falling off the Tron. They show everybody it again. And now we're at the ambulance where a cavalcade of bald people are just surrounding this fucking ambulance, man. And they take Hawk away in the ambulance. Anyway, here's Sable. They fucking play Sable's music, and the first thing they say out of this segment is Lawler saying, well, can't grieve forever.
Dude, what?
Holy shit.
Holy fuck.
Dude, it's even more jarring because we're watching it without commercials, you know, on Peacock. So now we get like, oh, he just falls, and we get the recap. Then, wow, crowd goes nuts. Yeah, it's fucking Sable. Yeah.
Tony, it was probably even
Holy.
crazier back then because you get a commercial for like fucking tampons or something, and you come back and like this guy's getting ambulanced away.
Yeah, and then it's whoosh, wow, oh shit.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Who gives a shit about Mike Hawk? Let's think about Mike Hawk.
We can't grieve forever. Show must go on.
Dude, yeah, I mean, like, they were doing a lot of shit like this.
Yeah, where it didn't like it mattered for the moment, and then it was like, well, we got more shit to do, so.
Yeah, they were doing a lot of shit like this.
This is pretty crazy though. Like this whole angle is fucking nuts. Let's not like. I mean, it's funny as shit how we talked about it. This is crazy to do. I imagine like soap operas and stuff at the time were probably all like people jumping off their house and shit like that too. So maybe like it wasn't as crazy, but I don't know, man. This is a live performance.
Yeah. They weren't favoring like a sports like thing,
right?
You know,
It wasn't a wrestling thing. This they were trying to do like, oh,
yeah. This
and
is
they were calling
real
him Mike too. Like,
Hawk.
yeah, this is Mike who we know has drug problems or whatever. Like has.
And he's gonna jump off the Tron tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So does he like wrestle anytime soon? Or?
Yeah, he's probably on the pay-per-view next month.
So Sable is the new WWF Women's Champion. Michael Cole introduces her and brings her out. He has the belt. Sable says that she dedicates his belt to all the fans who made Sable who she is.
Woohoo!
And then Shane McMahon comes out and says, "Now hold on a damn minute.
let me tell you something, Sable."
I haven't been in a segment in a minute. I thought I would come out here.
Yeah, you see that guy just fall off the fucking Tron. Kane
Dude,
got
that
shot
shit was
earlier.
nuts. What the fuck? There's a big red guy with a katana outside. The hell's going on?
Shane says that you want to dedicate your win to the fans. The fans made Sable. Oh, no, sweetheart. There's only one man who made Sable, and that is the man, Vincent K. McMahon, my pops. And Sable says, made me a star. I worked damn hard, and nobody gave me anything. And Shane says, oh, you worked real hard for you, didn't you, Sable? Well, I guess that's what women just like you always do. And then Shane snickers and then leaves. And Sable says, real women, Shane, the only thing you know about real women are the ones you can buy. And honey, this one ain't for sale. Big pop. Sable leaves. Whoosh, and Jared says, Hawk has been taken to a hospital and he's breathing.
Oh, that's good.
Just in case you were wondering.
Yeah, no, that's good.
All right, thank you.
He's doing just fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it, guys.
It's fucking no big deal.
So The Rock is sneering into his locker and talking shit to a wall, getting ready for his title match.
Spits on the floor. What's wrong with you,
Crazy
buddy?
guy.
Yeah,
So
he looks
the play,
big, though.
he does. Yeah, he looks good here. Steve Austin looks good too. PlayStation Slam of the Week featuring Medieval, a gothic tale straight from the grave.
Yes.
The Rock attacked Mankind Survivor Series, and there you go.
Yeah.
Right.
It was they did the screw job finish where Mankind didn't quit and they rang the bell and gave Rock the win, and then Mankind was questioning it after the match, And Vince says, "You don't get it? Well, get this." And Rock hit him in the back of the head with the title, and Rock bottomed it.
I have to tell you, this is a great idea, having the PlayStation Slam of the Week and then featuring a game. Like, if you did this and then featured a different game every time.
Oh,
That's like a good idea, man. Like,
that is pretty smart.
If they did that like every week in like AEW or something, right? Like the Xbox Slam of the Week, and it just features some Xbox game every week that's different.
That's actually fucking very smart.
cool.
You're
That'd
right.
be good.
Maybe like the Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass Slam of the Week, and it's just like different games on the Game Pass or something.
That, on that month.
that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
That is fucking smart. Write that down for us.
So we go backstage. The Stooges are now in football gear, and now they're still fucking about to kill Mankind.
Well, it's a miracle that we were able to say anything about this segment, because it is fucking impossible to see anything. This is the darkest. Like, I understand the boiler room is supposed to be dark and dingy, but like, fuck, man, I can't see.
Get a light on the camera
here.
or something, yeah.
Yeah, right. The camera doesn't have a light. I know this is being filmed. Like, I understand that part of that. Like, but whatever. So Patterson and Briscoe, as James said, and Slaughter are all wearing fucking football helmets and pads and shit. And Briscoe says, "This is the best I could find." And Slaughter says, "Let's go get him before we lose our jobs." And then they all start walking towards the boiler room, and Joe Briscoe says, "I'm gonna pass out." Patterson and Briscoe are calling
lock
out
the
for
fuck in, man. Like,
yeah, dude, I mean, fucking
we
pick it
gotta
up,
get
Jesus.
Mankind.
Get on the sticks. What the fuck is wrong with you? Patterson and Briscoe are calling out for Mick. Slaughter is just yelling Mankind. And they go into the boiler room and they split up. But it is short-lived, because Mankind comes out of nowhere and hits Pat Patterson in the head with a trash can lid. But he is wearing a helmet, but I guess that didn't matter because it hurt him enough to knock him over. Then he grabs Gerald Briscoe and dunks Gerald Briscoe, who is wearing a helmet, his entire head into a sink. I'm guessing he is drowning him here. This is so fucking dark. I couldn't tell who was being hit anymore.
Yeah.
Mankind low blows Slaughter. Then he starts beating him with a pipe. He's just throwing these dudes all around. They fight out of the boiler room, and then Mankind just leaves the scene. So they were not able to stop the Mankind.
Well, Stone Cold's getting ready beside the Coke machine.
Well, goddamn, son, I gotta get coffee and then a Pepsi.
So we go to The Rock versus Steve Austin WWF title match. The
But first-
corporation is out here with Ken Shamrock.
Introducing Shane and Mr. McMahon.
I was wondering what we'd see in this episode.
It's been too long. I mean, it's been more than 5 minutes since I see these fucking two guys. And it's been a while since I heard Vince speak, because of course he gets on the mic. Fucking...
Did you
No.
miss me?
I will let you know that I'm not happy about this match. Yes, I know. I've been watching. For 2 hours I've been watching, buddy. He said, "I resent the hell out of Stone Cold for bringing in legal eagles that would bring a contract into this ring. And as far as I was concerned, last night was the last time you would ever come close to being the champion. He had his shot and he blew it. And Austin, you better be right, because this is it. Titan, Kentucky, your last shot." And he introduces the corporate champion, The Rock. WWF title on the line, The Rock versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Austin comes out to just a fucking humongous pop. I mean, this guy is the coolest dude of all time.
Dude, by the way, Ken Shamrock in gym shorts looks fucking insane, man. This is the biggest guy alive.
Dude, he's bursting out of his skin. He's huge.
Yeah, fucking Shane goes to put his arm around him and then can only put his arm on his trap because it's sticking out so much. Like, it's actually insane.
Well, he's gonna talk next week.
You smell what The Rock is cooking? Austin walks in and starts beating the shit out of The Rock right
Vest
away.
on.
Yeah, which is awesome. I love that. I love the way Austin punches. Like, I don't know if anyone punches like that anymore.
No, I don't think so. And the crowd is like on their feet, molten for everything here.
Yeah, like when you have a wrestling promotion like that, having a guy that's like the red and the blue guy, like the default, like, I don't know, like Rock and Austin were so different from each other and they had their own ways of doing shit, but like they just work together so well, you know?
That's
so
awesome.
having like your red and blue default guys that like you can always go back to, that's always nice.
That's fucking so sick, yeah. And this is like their most over, you could argue.
So The Rock gets out of the ring and tries to walk away from the match. He says, "Oh, fuck it, man. It's not even that serious." So Austin chases his ass down into the line.
on the ramp, big pop.
Austin actually is still hitting the elbow from the second rope at this time, which is cool. He stops
awesome.
doing that, yeah. As his knees start getting worse.
Yeah,
they go to
sure.
the outside and Rock lines them over the barricade. Now they're fighting in the crowd.
Dude, when he... Sorry, just to go back for a second. When he did the line off the second, a fan jump the rail and is like on hard cam shot, like jumping around, and a security guard fucking tackles him. Then they go to the outside, and now you see 4 security guards dragging the fan over the barricade and taking him away. And then, yes, as you said, they fight over the barricade.
Rock has Austin in front of the announce table. And he's giving him these little fucking baby kicks, but with full theatrics, which is funny. Yeah. Austin hits the double bird elbow using the ring as the ropes on the Rock, who's on the announce table.
That was fucking awesome. That was so sick. Yeah, he needed to bounce off something. We needed momentum.
So Austin goes for a pile driver on the floor, but Rock back body drops him. Rock hits the corporate elbow on Steve in the ring, and instead of going for the pin, he grabs that chin lock.
Dude, he does the corporate elbow, and the end wind up for the elbow is him pantomiming drinking.
The ref gives Austin the 3 arm drops, and Austin gives the middle finger on the 3rd one. And now Mankind is out here trying to kill Vince McMahon. Instead, he will now fight with Big Boss Man on the outside. So Shamrock and Boss Man are now kicking Mankind's ass. Austin goes for a stunner, but Rock gets out. He gets the rock bottom in, but Austin gets out, and then Austin hits a stunner.
Oh my god.
Big fucking falsy here. He's going to win the WWF title, but the ref gets pulled out.
No.
And wait a minute, that's the Undertaker with a big shovel.
Dude,
What
okay,
the
we
hell?
definitely have seen this too.
Yeah, this shit was funny as fuck.
Dude,
Undertaker with that big ass shovel.
Yeah, that big
Yeah,
shovel.
that golden shovel.
Dude, it's a 2-second shot between them showing fucking Shamrock pulling the ref. Then you see Undertaker and Paul Bearer for 2 seconds, and it's like, what? Wait, what the fuck was that?
Dude, it just cuts back to the hard cut to Undertaker with a big shovel is so fucking funny. We talked about in the episode where they recapped this, but that is like one of the funniest visuals ever.
Big ass shovel.
Just Undertaker
What the
walking in
fuck?
with a big shovel. What the fuck?
And Paul Bearer with him.
So Taker hits Austin with the big shovel. Oh my god.
Oh.
JR says Austin could have a hell of a concussion. Spoiler alert, he does. That's the angle.
That's the angle they run crazy.
And JR says, why, Taker, why?
Why? Yeah. So,
Why
yeah,
what? Like why he attacked him or why he used a big shovel?
Either or.
All of it.
Yeah, Austin gets brained with a shovel, DQ. Taker goes to hit him again with it, but Paul Bearer stops him. Rock and Vince leave up the ramp with the title. Taker and Paul Bearer eventually leave. Austin's fucked up in the ring, and as James said, the show ends with JR saying, "The Rock is still WWF Champion, but why? Why did Undertaker strike Austin?"
With a shovel.
What a shovel.
Look at this fucking thing.
Big ass shuffle. They do have on Peacock the extra attitude thing, which is Austin giving Shane, Bossman, and Shamrock stunners, and then drinking beer with Earl Hebner, and then Earl Hebner spitting an unbelievable amount of beer at ᴞᴇᴅᴏ on the floor.
It's as easy as that, folks. It's as easy as that.
Austin no sells the shovel, gets up, beats everyone's ass, sends everyone
Well, you're
home
not supposed to
happy.
see this, Tony, of course.
Extra attitude.
I mean, this is a crazy ass show. This is a insanely attitude era show. You know, I'd say the best
one
way
of
to
the
describe
most
this.
attitude era shows, right? This is deep in the corporation starting and all that big moments.
There's a lot of things starting here, like Rock's turn, Godfather
Well, it's the
seems
road
to
to
be kinda
WrestleMania.
new.
You know, we're on the road.
Yeah. Oh, sure. Mike Hawk was on the show. Hawk Tuah was also.
Hawk Tuah, Mike Hawk.
Sadly, no Gwen Dill.
Oh, the goat? Yeah,
there.
you know. They're
He'll
working
be
on
back
him.
next week, maybe.
Maybe next week.
They soft launched him at Survivor Series. Saw how that was going.
Soft.
Soft launched a new gimmick.
Oh shit, that's fucking awesome. Well, there you have it. That is WWF Raw for November 16th, 1998. And that is it for our show. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Make sure to check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/DeadlockPW. Make sure to check out Deadlock Pro Wrestling. We got a show airing this weekend. DPW World's Strongest. That son of a bitch is awesome. Check it out, dpwondemand.com. Sign up on that son of a bitch. You get a year. You get like a couple months free, which is pretty cool. And check out all the backlog on dpwondemand.com as well. And we will see you next week for another edition of the Deadlock Podcast.